Over to you.
So what is the plan? Is it that I take questions, or would you like me to make a statement? What is...
Your call.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to be here in Mizoram. I always like coming here, meeting the people. We had a very nice walk through Aizol yesterday, where large numbers of people came out. And I think people from all political formations came out in the walk, similar in spirit to the idea of Bharat Jodo. So that was very nice. And of course, I'd like to thank all the people of Mizoram. When I was disqualified by the BJP, they supported me and prayed for me. And I'm very, very grateful for that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yesterday, you mentioned that.
Please, one by one, the gentleman will point out.
Please raise your hands. We will give chance to everybody. So you have raised first, and then you can ask. If it is a Mizo question, Purema will translate it to Rahul Gandhi. Thank you.
Yesterday you mentioned that Indian will defend your culture, traditional and language. You said yesterday that how will you defend?
Well, the BJP and the RSS have a different vision of our country than we do. We believe that India is a union of states. All religions, all cultures, all histories need to be protected. The Congress party helped lay the foundation of our country. And we have a record of defending that foundation. The BJP is attempting to capture the entire institutional framework of the country. We believe that the institutional framework of the country, institutions of the country, belong to the people of India and not to one political organization. So essentially, our vision is one of decentralization, one of giving power to the people, and their vision is one of centralizing power in Delhi and taking all decisions from the center. So we will defend the idea of India by protecting the values of the idea of India, by protecting the constitution of India, by protecting the institutional framework of India, and by making sure that people, regardless of their religion, regardless of their history, regardless of their cultural background, can express themselves and have freedom and comfort to live in this country. And that's the idea behind the alliance called India. Also, it's important to realize that we represent 60% of India. We represent more people in the India alliance than the BJP does.
Sir, what will be the...
Please just say your name and so I can get a sense.
Sir, my name is I'm from volunteer to Aizol. So, what will be the strategy of INDA to win back the northeastern state? So, and my second question is, we keep seeing Twitter posts as one particular northeast leader is attacking you and your party. So, he's also the chief minister of Assam. So, will the BJP northeast Himanta Biswa Sarma be able to convince voters in Mizoram if he's sent to campaign here in Mizoram?
Look, as far as what our strategy is going to be, I'm not going to be laying out our strategy in a press conference. That would not be very smart of me, and that's not something that I'm interested in doing. But broadly, I can tell you that the different states in the Northeast are being attacked by the BJP and the RSS. Your religious foundation, your languages, they're all attacked by the idea of the RSS. RSS believes that India should be ruled by one ideology and by one organization. And that is really what we are fighting against. We simply do not accept that, and we do not believe that. We want the people of Mizoram to take decisions for their future. We want them to be comfortable. We want them to be comfortable in expressing themselves, in expressing their religious practices, in expressing their social practices. And we do not believe that Mizoram should be ruled directly from Delhi. We believe in devolving power to the people of Mizoram, and that's really the fight that is taking place. Look, if you look at the two political parties, right, the MNF and the ZPM, it's very clear that these are both entry points for the BJP. MNF is directly allied with them, and it's very clear that the ZPM is not fighting the BJP. It is in fact a platform for the RSS to enter Mizoram, you know. And I think that is what essentially the Chief Minister of Assam is doing for the BJP. He is acting as he's acting to help them with the cultural annihilation of the Northeast, right? With the destruction of the cultures of the Northeast. And we believe that the cultures of the Northeast, the languages, religion of the Northeast is central to the idea of India. Yesterday I said in my student interaction that what has happened in Manipur, right, is an attack on the idea of Manipur, but also a direct attack on the idea of India in Manipur. And that is, the Manipur model is the RSS model. We're not going to unfortunately allow multiple questions.
So, as you know, Mizoram is a very pro-Israel state, and the recent CWC resolution regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict has, like many people regard this as support of terrorist group Hamas, and BJP also has spoken out on that. So,
Our resolution is very, very clear. What we are saying is that we are against violence of any kind. We do not appreciate any type of violence against innocent civilians, regardless of who does it and how it is done. And that's very clear in our resolution. There's no question of condoning violence. Anybody who kills civilians is wrong, and any killing of civilians is a crime. That's our position. And we oppose any murder of innocent civilians, anywhere.
and the 25 seats from Northeast for the Lok Sabha election is very crucial, as well as for the upcoming Mizoram polls. So how is Congress, currently you are now very weak.
Where?
In the state.
I would not agree with that.
How is your...
No, I would not agree with that statement. In fact, I am ready to have a bet with you that the Congress party is going to be forming the government in Mizoram. I'd happily do that. There's no question. It's quite clear that the people of Mizoram understand what is being done. The large contours of the election, the real question is the RSS going to control Mizoram? Yes or no? And the RSS has two ways of controlling Mizoram. One is the ZPF and the other is the MNF. The Congress party is ideologically opposed to the RSS. We will fight them tooth and nail, any corner of the country, wherever they are. They understand that, we understand that. So for them, these type of parties like the ZPM and the MNF, these are entry points. And the people of Manipur understand that, Mizoram understand that very clearly, right? And that is why I'm confident that the Congress party will do very well.
Here, after that we will come to you, sir.
My name is Caroline, and I'm from DD News Mizoram. So, sir, I have a question about the upcoming polls in the state. In the speech that you have made yesterday, you have spoken about the successful Congress leadership in Rajasthan, Karnataka, and others, especially concerning the youth and the healthcare schemes. And what can you offer for Mizoram that is unique to the state and different from what we have seen from the past? And can we expect youth health insurance cover of like 25 lakhs like that it's done in Rajasthan? Also, my second question.
No, let me answer that. Let me answer that, and let's keep it to one question so everybody gets a chance. See, what we've been doing across the country, and this is very different than the way the BJP thinks about things. What we believe is in testing ideas. And then if the idea works, we believe in scaling the idea and moving the idea to the rest of the country. And what we've been doing is, in each one of the states where we have a government, we've been developing a vision for the people of that state. Now, you mentioned Rajasthan. Rajasthan today has the best healthcare policy in India, without any doubt. In fact, I would even say that Rajasthan as a state has one of the best healthcare policies in the world. 25 lakhs per person, any type of surgery you need, whether you have cancer, whether you have heart disease, whether you have diabetes, it is all free in Rajasthan. And I think huge credit goes to the Congress party for developing that scheme. If we move from Rajasthan, we go to Karnataka. We've developed a structure of social security, five pillars: protection for farmers, protection for women, free bus tickets, cheap gas cylinders. And what we've designed is a social security system that protects the weakest people in the state of Karnataka. And it is universally accepted that the best social security program in the country today is in the state of Karnataka. I'm answering. I got to give you some detail also, right? And then if we move to Chhattisgarh, 2,500 rupees per quintal of rice. That's the highest price that a farmer gets in the country. And then also in Chhattisgarh, we've come out with a concept which is similar to some of the work that we are proposing to do here, which is essentially providing support to entrepreneurs, to weaker sections, to transform their life, financial support, banking support, technical support. So we are developing these different models in our states, and our idea is that when we come to power in Delhi, we will take the Rajasthan healthcare program and expand it to the rest of India. We will take some of the ideas from Chhattisgarh with regards to manufacturing, small-scale manufacturing, and expand them to the rest of India. We will take the social security program in Karnataka and expand it to the rest of India. Now, we've also developed a similar concept for Mizoram. And essentially, we're looking at old age pension, 2,000 rupees a month, gas cylinders at 750 rupees, and Tang Punya, which is economic empowerment for entrepreneurs and for people who have struggled. So this is some of the work that we're doing. It's work in progress, but we are confident that we are going to provide a vision for Mizoram that will help the young people of Mizoram. Yesterday in my walk, I met a young man who was working in an NGO, and he fights the drug menace in Mizoram. And I asked him, listen, why are drugs increasing in Mizoram? And his simple answer was unemployment, because we are simply not giving the people of Mizoram, young people of Mizoram, the ability to be employed. We are not creating employment, and that is why you have this drug problem. At least one of the reasons you have this drug problem. So we will focus on providing jobs for young people by developing entrepreneurship programs, by making sure the banking system is open to young entrepreneurs, and we will think about holistic development of Mizoram.
Yes. That it will come to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm also from local press. I'm representing one of the
Let the gentleman finish.
Okay.
I am representing one of the Mizo dailies. My question is maybe similar to the first question. There is anti-conversion law now in force in some states, including the state of Madhya Pradesh, which is the going to the poll along with Mizoram. If you talk about love, you talk about hatred, you talk about social harmony, and all these things, intolerance, lots of enmity. We have post-Christian view anti-conversion law responsible for all these evils. So, if your party is power in these states, in the coming election, what will you do regarding this?
Our position is very clear. It has been clear since the days of Mahatma Gandhi. We believe in the protection of people's rights. What people choose to believe in is their business, and it is their choice. I have been stating again and again in Mizoram that your religion, your history and your culture is under attack. It is important that you understand the mechanism of this attack. The two opposition parties, the two parties here, MNF and ZPM, are instruments of that attack. They are going to be used by the BJP to enter Mizoram. MNF is already working with the BJP and the RSS, and the ZPM is no different. They are going to do exactly the same thing. Please look at the record of the Congress party. We are the party that brought the constitution. We are the party that has defended the right of religious minorities, and our record is clear for every single person to see. Your question, please.
Yes. So, since the lights are out, I'd like to request for 2 questions, please.
Sorry?
I'd like to request if I can ask 2 questions.
We have 1 question per person, and the lights have come on, so.
What is your view on Mizoram government's support for Chin refugees from Myanmar? Right now, India is not a signatory of the Refugee Convention. Will this change if Congress comes to power?
Well, this is something that our local people here will have to answer. Look, as far as I'm concerned, my main point here is to focus people's attention and not to distract people's attention. Okay? And the message I want to give the people of Mizoram is very clear. The Congress party has a program, has a record, number 1. Number 2, both the parties, no matter what they say, the ZPM and the MNF are instruments for the BJP and the RSS to enter this state. The Congress party can never be an instrument for the BJP to enter, because we are ideologically completely aligned against the BJP. So that is something the youngsters of Mizoram should think about. When we talk about an attack on the culture or an attack on the religion, a lot of the questions that are coming here, the instruments of that attack are the RSS and the BJP and the parties that ally with them to allow them to enter the state. So when you're going to vote, keep in mind that the separation between the ZPM and the MNF and the BJP is not as deep as you think. The ZPM and the MNF are acting in the interest of the BJP, and both of them have admitted it. Both of them have said, MNF of course is directly allied with the BJP, and the ZPM has said that we will work with the BJP. It's very clear. So the youngsters of Manipur, of Mizoram, have to understand 2 things. The most important thing for you is employment and a social security program that protects you, healthcare program that protects you. And as important as that is the defense of your culture, your religion, your tradition, the idea of Mizoram, which has been attacked in a state right next to you. Manipur has been attacked by the BJP. Manipur has been attacked by the BJP using local parties. So it is something that you must keep in mind. And the final thing I'd like to say is the Congress party is ideologically opposed to the RSS and the BJP. We have fought them since 1920, since when the RSS was born, and we will fight them till we are around.
Since working for several media outlets, my question is, what are your plans for to survive? To revive the Congress party in the Northeast, where your party is now marginalized? So, do you think that you can achieve that before the?
See, these ideas, you know, like the party is marginalized. Look, last I heard, the Congress party was marginalized in Karnataka. We smashed the BJP in Karnataka. Then I heard that the Congress party is marginalized in Telangana. Now I'm hearing the BJP is going to be smashed in Telangana. Then I heard Mr. Advani wrote that the laboratory of the BJP is Madhya Pradesh. We're going to decimate the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. BJP is a very strong party in Chhattisgarh. We have wiped them out of Chhattisgarh. We're going to defeat them again in the election. BJP is a very strong party in Rajasthan. Well, we defeated them the last time, we're going to defeat them again this time. Right? And we're going to do the same to them in the Northeast. Please do not underestimate the idea of the Congress party. There's a big difference between the idea of the Congress party, which is deeply embedded in the hearts of the people of Mizoram and the hearts of the people of the Northeast. And it's very easy for the BJP to portray using the media that they control, you know, such statements that our party is marginalized. It's not marginalized. Don't worry. Just be a little bit patient and see what happens in Mizoram.
Yes. No, here, we'll come to the side.
Mine is not going to be a political question. What is the Congress plan, you know, for weavers, the people at the grassroots level, the weavers, the artisans, the crafts, the handicraft, all these are languishing big time. A lot is being done, but still a lot more needs to be done. So what is going to be your blueprint, say, for, I'm just not asking specific to Mizoram and across the country.
Yeah. See, it's important to understand first what the BJP is trying to achieve, right? Essentially, if you look at their policies, they are designed to attack and destroy small and medium businesses. GST is designed to help Mr. Adani, 3 or 4 of the biggest businesses, and to destroy the lives of small entrepreneurs, small businesses. Demonetization, again, designed to help the biggest businesses, destroy the lives of small and medium businesses. The farm laws, again, designed to help the biggest players and destroy the small players, right? Take the surplus away from the farmers, put pressure on the laborers, and use import and export prices to take money away from the farmers. So that's basically the strategy. Now, we believe that that strategy causes huge problems for India, because India simply cannot produce the jobs that are needed. Largest businesses, Mr. Adani doesn't produce many jobs. The bulk of jobs that are produced in our country are produced by small and medium businesses. So, in our view, small and medium businesses are the backbone of employment. And that's where you have to start if you want to revive India's economy. Okay? First of all, look at the banking system. How much of our public sector banks' money goes to Mr. Adani, and how much of it goes to small and medium entrepreneurs? So, one step that we would like to take is to shift that balance and to say, okay, there is a space for big players, but large amounts of money must also go to small and medium players. Second, every single district in India has something that they produce very well, traditionally, right? Every district in Mizoram, for example, must have a speciality. What are we doing to promote that? What support are we giving to the small entrepreneurs to help them to compete with, say, the Chinese? So these are the type of things that we would focus on, and I think the Tang Punya program is aimed at exactly the point that you're raising, at least here. If you're seriously interested in it, look at some of the work that we've done in Chhattisgarh, where we've gone district by district by district and targeted specific skills and specific products and helped entrepreneurs develop them.
Skilling is another
I think we should
Yeah.
take it later.
Thank you. But that's an important question.
We have limitation of time. No, please. We have a couple of more questions. We requested also.
My question to you is that apart from Mizoram, there are other states which are also to undergo polling like next month. So at this point of time for Congress, how challenging it is to keep their positions intact when there is a most important election that is 2024 as far as Indian alliance is concerned. And at the same time, we have seen the way BJP is campaigning, targeting Congress on the issues of corruptions, on dynasty politics, and other there is vote bank politics.
Which party? What does Amit Shah's son do? What is he doing exactly? What does Rajnath Singh's son do? No, but I'm asking you the question. You're talking about dynastic politics. Last I heard Amit Shah's son is running Indian cricket. So, please be objective. Look at the leaders in the BJP and ask yourself the question what their children are doing. And you'll find that many of their children, Anurag Thakur, many of their children are dynasties.
How challenging it is for the Congress to keep their position intact as far as 2024 elections
Yeah,
are also concerned.
I'll answer your question. If you look at the states where we're fighting elections, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Mizoram, we're going to win in every single state. So it's not. I'm actually surprised. It's not challenging because when I go to Madhya Pradesh, I see a huge upsurge against the BJP. When I go to Chhattisgarh, I see huge support for our government's work there. The same in Rajasthan. So the people who are going to be having to hold on to their position is the BJP and not us. And I think if you look carefully at the opinion polls, you will find support for what I'm saying.
Yes, your question. Second last question, and then one more question, and then you'll
do you believe the Congress party can win in this upcoming Mizoram election? And how many seats do you expect?
Well, I'm not. I can't tell the future. But I'm confident that the Congress party will do very well in these elections. I think there is a general tendency to underestimate the Congress party, and the Congress party is very strong in Mizoram. As an idea, it is very strong, and I think it will do well.
Last question.
So I'm Javed. I write for the Week and Manipur, and I'm a voter of Wayanad constituency. So yesterday in your speech you mentioned that Manipur has become 2 states, and one of the main demand of the Kuki community is a separate administration. According to them, separation is the only solution. What is Congress party's stand on this demand?
Look, my point yesterday was that it is the first time in my political career that I have been to a state and literally when I went from one area, from a Kuki area to a Meitei area, no Kukis could come with me, and when I went from Meitei area to Kuki area, no Meiteis could come with me. So my point was that the politics of division and the politics of hatred has created a division in the state. And that division needs to be repaired. The hatred that the BJP has spread needs to be removed, and bridges need to be built between the two communities. That was my point about Manipur. And I framed it by saying that the idea of India, which is respect, love and affection between communities, has been destroyed in Manipur by the BJP. And that idea of India, where people respect each other, have affection for each other, needs to be repaired. That was my point.
Please, we have said, that we have adhered
It's also very interesting to me. It's very interesting to me, and I still don't understand it. You can sit down. And I still don't understand it. Why has the Prime Minister of India not gone to Manipur till today? It's a puzzle that I cannot answer. He is the Prime Minister of our country. A state is burning for 4 months. The government has absolutely no control over it. The government has essentially surrendered. And the Prime Minister does not think that he has a responsibility to go to the state to try and calm things down. It's a shocking thing to me.
Thank you very much. And the press con. No, please. I think we.
I'll handle it. Well, thank you. You've asked a question. Now I've got to go for the public meeting. Thank you very much. Once again, it's always a pleasure for me to come here. I think after the elections, I will come here for a longer trip. I think I need to travel a little bit in the northeast. I need to travel in Mizoram and meet as many of the people of Mizoram as possible. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Please keep in mind that this election is about your development. It is about a vision for the future of Mizoram. But it is also about defending the idea of Mizoram. Defending your freedoms, defending your tradition, defending your religion. And remember, and I do not say this lightly, remember the MNF and the ZPM are entry points for the BJP. The BJP is using them as a platform to enter Mizoram and then to play havoc in Mizoram. Please ensure that the BJP's game is foiled, and remember that the Congress party is the only party that fights the BJP tooth and nail, and it is the party that is most aggressively attacked by the BJP. That is the way you know who is fighting the BJP, is how aggressively the BJP fights. The BJP has taken away my membership, they've taken away my house, they've attacked me, they put 25 cases on me. This is an indication of how aggressively we fight the BJP. Because we believe fundamentally that the BJP is a threat not just to Mizoram. The RSS is a threat to the idea of India, and we are going to defend the idea of India in every single state, including Mizoram. So I want the youngsters, when they're voting, to think about this. Do not let your vote become an entry point for the BJP. Stop the BJP, because the consequences will not be good. I love coming here. I love the people of Mizoram, and I look forward to meeting you. Unfortunately, during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, we went south to north, but hopefully I will come and spend some detailed quality time with the youngsters of Mizoram. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, all the press people, we couldn't answer. Every one of you didn't get a chance to ask questions. So I apologize for that, but time is always limited in these type of interaction. Thank you for coming.
Rahul Gandhi, there is a request for a group photograph. We can sit here. Thanks.